All right, Terence Crawford. The rumors is getting real strong. There could be some truth to this. The rematch between Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, I'm hearing, is more than likely not going to happen for a couple of reasons. Errol Spence, once he revealed himself to be an excuse man, when he posted the eye surgery cataracts and said, well, this is why I got hit. That right there, uh, Terence Crawford was disgusted with that. Now you're trying to take my win from me after you said it was a good fight, no excuses back in July. He embarrassed Errol Spence, made him look like he didn't belong in the same universe as him. And, what's the point of Terence Crawford fighting him again? Because now you can say, well, I had eye surgery before the fight. So it's a lose-lose for Terence Crawford. Errol Spence did that to himself. People would have tuned in and watched the fight, not as much as the first fight, uh, because you have fanatics out here. They'll watch it, and as the fight gets closer, as we all know, they start showing training camps and whatnot, and people say he's back. That was an eye excuse. They got all excuses to convince themselves, the fan base. That's what I'm talking about. Of why Errol Spence lost, instead of just saying, he lost. Just keeping it at that. You know. So now Terence Crawford, honestly, there ain't too many guys for him to fight except, and I'm in agreement with the Jaron Ennis fight. Everybody's hemmed up. The fight said he wants to fight. Jaron Ennis. I hope that fight can be made. So Terence can stay active. I don't know how. Even if he fight Jaron Ennis, even after that fight, I don't know who's going to fight him because it's PBC, and Terence Crawford is not with PBC. I just don't know what he's going to be able to do because he's not the man like Floyd was. When Floyd was the man, he was the man. He wasn't only the man, he was the money man too. So everybody was knocking down the doors to fight Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather at 147 didn't really have they labeled him as a born fighter. He didn't want to stand toe to toe. He would run, do whatnot. All you had to do was just try to outpoint Floyd and beat him because at the weight division he didn't have that many knockouts at 147. But Terence Crawford is another animal. He's stopping all his opponents. So that's a lose-lose. You fight him. He's skilled technically. He can get you. His brain, IQ, whatever. He's just a dangerous fighter. But he didn't break the bank, so everybody's not knocking down Terence Crawford's door to fight him. Still a dangerous fight. His name has got a little bit more weight on it since he beat Errol Spence Jr. Boots, his name is not that big, but it is what it is. Everybody else, Charlo, his stuff is tainted. It ain't the same no more. From what I've been hearing, he was wanting to fight Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu fighting Keith Thurman, somebody that Terence Crawford said he wasn't gonna fight. See, when it comes to business and stuff like that, I would never get on the internet and say I'm not gonna fight these guys because what they did to me. Because at the end of the day, it is business. It's all about the money. I would have still left the doors open for a Keith one-time Thurman, and a Danny Garcia. Now you mixing your feelings with business, and it'll never go good. When it come to that money, keep all your options open. Because then what's gonna happen? He's gonna start backtracking on that stuff he said he wasn't gonna do. He gonna now do it if he wants to continue to fight. So the Jaron Ennis fight, he said all he had his chance. He looking for bigger fights. If he ends up fighting him, now he went against his word. Keith Thurman, whatever happens to Keith Thurman, you end up fighting Keith Thurman. Now you went against your word. Danny Garcia, now you went against your word. Charlo, now you went against your word. So I mean, your word don't hold no weight no more. That's why I tell guys when they start saying they're going to retire, you got to stand on it now. Stand on what you say, or ain't nobody going to believe you no more. So it is what it is. I'm hearing the fights off the table. If Errol Spence didn't know, I don't understand why he didn't think Terence Crawford was going to want to back out. I thought it was dumb. I don't think he should have did that. You gonna drag it out 6 months before you say you had eye surgery, knowing if you did have eye surgery, Crawford is the reason why you had it. Because we all know you go to the doctor. Everybody has physical, get eye checkups all the time. Nobody screaming, calling the tech in. It's crazy. This is boxing. You got to deal with the boxers that are not truthful, and you got to deal with crazy fanatics. Don't you just love it? Comment, rate, subscribe. It's your boy.